Hi, I'm Tyson, owner of HDMIGuys.com. Here to do our final test of the day. This is with the Capital, our premium grade cable. You order one of these, comes in a nice retail package. These aren't really a consumer grade cable. They're used an awful lot in the professional field. You'll find them in theaters, convention centers, high-end theater rooms. Got a nice, trying to get the camera to focus here, got a nice gold-plated connector. It's 24 karat gold. It's a molded cable. There's no seams to split apart. Really thick, nice, heavyweight jacket on it. Just a nice cable. Alright, so I got the Capital premium cable all set up. I got it clamped down, and Master and Commander playing again. First thing, just like always, giving it some tugs. I'm doing a destruction test on this. It's stuff you should never do with any cable. You should never really be pulling on the cable here. You should be pulling on the connector. And especially, if you ever need to pull on a cable this hard, you're really doing something wrong. But connector's in there real good. I take the cable, this is a really heavy grade cable, but bending it back and forth, it's actually pretty hard to twist. It's a much thicker jacket and cable than everything else. So twisting it back and forth, just even this right here is more twisting than a cable should ever have in its entire life. These things are not indestructible. Even the best cable known to man, military grade cables, they get bent and everything, and after a few bends here and there, they get a big twist in them or something, they break. So once again, just whatever I'm doing to the cable, it's so far tolerating all this really well. I'm going to do the vibration test again using the scroll saw like before. Pretty much putting more vibration and shaking the cable than you'll definitely ever do in a lifetime. I'm going to try not to cut through the cable like last time. I think last time it just overheated and burned through the cable. I'm not sure. But I'm trying not to use the saw blade edge of it against the cable. The saw is moving a lot faster than it shows. It's just the shutter rate. And it's moving faster than I can see. All I see is one big blur coming from the blade and the cable over here. Especially putting a twisting force on the connector like that, that's doing pretty darn well. For all I know, I could do that all day. Make sure we can see the monitors. So the last time I was hammering on the cables, start to see little green lines appearing on both the budget and the standard cables. And this one I haven't seen a single line go through yet. If you don't believe me that I'm hammering on it, this cable's getting pretty... This one's actually not as flat as the other ones were, but switch over to the ball end, that's putting more pressure on. Oops, my clamp came loose, but I'm not shaking on it anymore. I don't know if I'm banging on this a lot harder than I was on the other stuff. I don't know if that was actually in the cable there just when everything shifted. And I am hammering on this in the exact same spot every time, so. Move it over to the corner a little bit. Looks like I might have lost it there. So, I was banging on this thing a heck of a lot more than I was the other one. Oh, it's still there, barely. I mean, let me pull the camera off here. I've actually, especially on the edge there, I've banged it against the edge so much that the cable's starting to come through the sheath. Let me show you what the connector looks like after all that twisting on it and everything. So, I mean, it's still not lost connection there at the brake, but I'm bending it. I mean, I got a severe bend in it. It's still not doing anything. Let's cut it open. Oops, someone just placed an order. That's what that sound is on my phone. So, got to get that processed for shipping tomorrow. Everything, by this time of the day, post office and everything's all closed, so can't even get that out, but gosh, this is just hard to cut through. It's put this back up here for a second. I'm trying to get this sheath pulled down, and it's just not separating like the other cables were. It's got a lot of shielding in this too, and I'm tugging. It's just held together by just a little thread right here. I'm just pulling on it as hard as I can. I can't pull it apart. See if I can clip that without clipping the wires. There we go. A lot of shielding in this cable. Got a big nylon strap running down through that to give it a little more. But this is our premium. Come on, camera. See if I can zoom in there. Yep, there we go. This is our premium capital cable. It's the nicest cable that we sell, and frankly one of the nicest that you can buy. Got this cable all cut up here, still displaying just fine. You can twist the heck out of it. I've got our standard cable here. The gauge cable in the capital is definitely thicker than the standard grade, and I've got the budget grade cable over here. It doesn't have nearly as much insulation, but that still took one heck of a beating. All these cables have done really well. This capital cable definitely is the best by far. I can't believe I'm going on almost 8 minutes of tearing on this cable so far. That finally do it? Nope. Now we're just getting silly. I want to burn my cable. Alright, finally got that one to destruction. You definitely use this on one of your cables. It's void in warranty. Ooh, stinks. So once again, I'm Tyson. I own HDMI Guys.com. HDMI Guys. And this has been an afternoon of spending money and ruining cables. So hope you have a good one.